We are your own. Okay. And I don't know as what are the so if a parent Yami Waduma now qua now a yama Vincent upon someone and can order mammy. Come and be home. Your Excellency, what shall say with a toll? Now, before some person was also way a sword cutting, a commissioning, a inspection, and answer a Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Say, Minia by Mubium. Normally, we are by Muana, sword cutting, commissioning, and Yoma Ecoso. And we Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but say, yeah, that Obiase and a modern boy, or more at the tray. Okay. A prior to Abano. It's a Thanksgiving. You shall say with the northern sector. You have 5 northern regions, no. And the Bono East, and Yamiadum, Yabidru Bono region.
Okay. Naturally, sir, you were not disappointed in the 2020 elections so far as Bono region is concerned?
No, we're not disappointed. Young winning, Bono. But I think that we share results now the share near 2016 now, we appreciated quite significantly. And that will be an answer. Because when you are at home and your democracy will be helped to advance our democracy. And that will be an answer.
Yes, so yeah, that's it. Your Excellency, your name is Washa Pro Bossy and Ra in Yantia Oko, baby, and baby with me a brief on baby. I'll call enough. Is this enough? Yantis Quine so.
I know the Yamu region, I know your Bono East.
Okay.
And I know Bono East, you drew your Babono East Monday and Yumre. And Omoji Awa too, and Omokotre Bibia. Yabeda and Janopa Omo Esambai and Yako your breeding program send 9 o'clock and your chassis. If you na your coachia Zongo Info, our Techiman and your day you animal Muslimi Omochia at the Mount,
okay,
and they're down once. If you want to call Catholic Church. Near Kushak Catholic Bishop, but no Nihon.
Okay.
But you be Jilan and Nemo, and Tinipanajia, fair, our 2. Yako and Puna, almost year mass. I just almost year service.
Good.
And Timuja service, no. Emma, ye calm, and on my hour 2. Ye no more editing who ye know. And if you want no more mass, no so. And almost yet the almost a pa. Say Omunya Sa Emreno MIA. If you want to share him for any local council of churches, such as a church, Assemblies of God, Pentecost, any near Kakahuna, Omone, I have for no Ebum and Omotrance, and you share Munina, it's almost so me far queen, so Namida Massa. If you na your party for so. Trance and your party and some down once and so. And if you home at the bar, Chira, Jina, Chirakakra, at the chair, your founder or your Nipa Bakwa or Kahwa almost signing NDC documents.
Okay.
92 Abra, ye team party, no.
Okay.
Or road or TM1 or be any TM1 complex or Bonoha. Wadani in the crate, and Tiana, a Janaho, a Chiana Busia, and a bedroom hand at Jim, and Rana John, and I no pay up a council.
Your Excellency Mokwaba.
That's it.
The Bachelor joined the Facebook. Now, the former president, John Dramani Mahama, Watanasi, Abonamane, thank you to na yeni enkomo. Your Excellency, me pese yan share enfan free agriculture na yenwurem poultry, na yenwurem cocoa, cashew. Ebe share the nation at large. Na wo Bono region there. Me de waba mikrum especially me bo poultry there na say me bo mikrum doma. Na yan share the way forward and enema course so in your region.
Yo, Nedikan, say, Oshe Ghana, the economy na Kanina agric the year near Brofocus of Mebaka said the greatest contributor to GDP.
Sure.
If you say, Sawu Bubumwan, there were agric, there were services, and a home cacao.
Sure.
Na Kanino na agric, and a edikan, and sana. Services and sana industry ne home cacao. And so here and saying, MC Agrek at Kakra and services asan into banking services, telecom services, and no and Oshe its contribution to GDP at also change agriculture.
Sure.
But still, Oshe Africa hane developing countries Agrek and employing for change any other sector.
Sure. It's
all the poultry, livestock, crops, fisheries, and employ more people than all the other sectors combined. And Abembia Ebebaso, I was said Osha Agric.
Sure.
Because we na Agric and Kosuya, the number of people that it will displace no also. Na Yanka poultry industry who here pa.
Sure.
Now she bronga half for her. Bronga half is one of the biggest producers of poultry in the whole of Ghana.
Yes.
Tichu Doma Mine.
Yeah.
All the young people have poultry farms. I just say Nkosia and Akoko and Nam near Nomaina and a free. And it is a Bibia a camp poultry industry now. You are affecting employment. And then make us say Doma and yet Doma Ghana Hangina poultry industry Nasa Nichi. We share Yamreso and then why ma poultry farmers. No, and then Ghana Poultry Farmers Association Kasa. Nebusa Omo and why your mom abra your war a baimu. Ye boy a ma poultry industry no tumpong and then poultry industry na ye basa. Now we share on main input a year a bro because a bro near the feed no.
Sure.
And here the bro no na ye the vitamins ne Ketasku boys ne nyoma afra na achese I am feed for poultry industry. And then bro to
no.
Now beto edimpo
Edim.
Na say wo koto ebro akoma nkoko. Enti amani pa bebre jai poultry you know because me know your poultry farm. Me know your 1,000 beds and above. I say enkosia o ton no support no edru bebe ebedru a obeton on yebium kopem say obehu say obetimi ahwe enkoko because we share feed now the bema enkoko na that na obenya efri mu aye enkosia na nam na woto ebro bottle back 400 and something cedis a wonya hwe won so efa so bi eni so enti say aban ahwe an bohu ban enye ya hwe here even local poultry na yenya say SAV foreign exchange kakra no eno mpo ebehwe na say enye ya na betrance na akoko funu a ye di free abroche eba no eno ana ye na betrance are enti o say ye hwe ne bon ho ban but aside from that we share agriculture aban bae na ye ne Canada for ayen hihye bi a Canada for my is kebi say ye fan come into agriculture because someone who say e ho na ye nipa ni bebre enya adwuma free na that is where the need is enti omo my is kebi say yenya agricultural program ye wo mo an ye ya na efi aban mu enti aban bae na omo je ebeton omo anaso
okay
and omo name of planting for food and jobs. It was originally a program that we were working on.
Okay.
It just came as a continuation. And we are planting for food and jobs. And then we share planting for food and jobs. Make us say, me nua baako a farmer. Me were 19 siblings. Into poultry farmer womb, contractor womb, all kinds of Ibrahim, cement industrialist womb. I have so many siblings. Into I know what happens on the ground.
Sure.
Me nua baako a farmer. I said this year there's no fertilizer. Into no one at all on fertilizer. And we share fertilizer bottle back home. Neboa. Then what do you expect to get? Into normally we have 300 acres of maize. This year we'll reduce it with 80 acres or yeah, kakra 50 acres. Start here and ensure early maize, ensure man. Until now also mututu normal ply biome. And also 80 acres. Yeah, nisika sonya or the fertilizer bit me a good so.
Okay.
And in Yakano, Nipa normally we 300 acres. This year we 80 acres. And it shows that next year a combeba Ghana pa because planting for food and jobs no it has failed. Sika Canada for the boom no asa. And it was a sustainable with money from the Ministry of Finance. So called Ministry of Finance also Sika be anyone. And the prices of food and food crops is going up astronomically.
So,
Oko Juma and then Oko tomatoes, I say, Eshanakwa, agree 100%. Eshanakwa, agree how many percent? And the idea a hard dream year. Now, share regions to say Bono regional. Agriculture is the mainstay.
Sure.
Share cashew. Yet region.
Sure.
You can say, so take cashew, no, not raw cashew, also we export here. And so if you put processing plants here, near processing, na cashew are yeri, woko supermarket, na woko cashew, kitwe be away, you ma, send out on.
Sure, the burden.
Once you process it and you add value to it, what do you call brochure? I could bring your better. Indian form better cashew no raw or hat. I'm what they call India. And then I'm call processing. No they call US, UK, Europe. Now I'm a home fason. And I said we should put the processing capacity here. Send a bear, ya can say processing. Now because you bring person or no. Yes, we had the beefy direct. Send a bear farm and also be a good price for it. We share a manifesto more. We wrote about the cashew industry and put it in processing capacity, especially in Bono and Bono East region. Because a Hana do no cashew no. I feel cashew for only be brain. Incentive being the horse on Beko to take cashew no. And he a go home. I was say, or do I see any other day? Idea or the bed door I see any other day. Just say what they one a year slogan I bet that and for free as near trauma. I feel agenda 111 hospital. And so we didn't call agriculture, so we didn't call industry, so we didn't call other sectors, so. And the thing is, when you now in the kaboom, Emma Nipa. I think that Omonte agriculture and asset, Omonte PPRC. Once the foreign funding for planting for food and jobs, SIN, Oman can say, and yet there are your priority, almost discabishim. And that is what has happened. Almost supply fertilizer, I fear a train mono. ABC in the Yenchiomuka. And how do you expect them to bring more fertilizer? Near the buy in the Munchaka. And it's a couple of years and the aqua fertilizer.
See, Your Excellency, and I am a former president. Questions in the book is answer on one born money. Say thank you, Tonti. We are sure say it do campaign time now. A higher answer no baba. And me busano into details of campaign time. And Your Excellency, Mami share cocoa roads. And this is say said the Yakwan city and then ran out here kunyaso. And she say never cocoa roads on nay. Said the you.
Nearly say. Oshe acquire Ghana near the government of Ghana budget and then near friend road fund.
Okay.
road fund say o drive a kwan so na o do toll booth na utua says kana utua na coin to the road fund o to petrol sika bi won a toll bi won petrol no so a coin to the road fund
sure
enti no ana na e de hwe akwan a e wo Ghana ha nyina say new road say a kwan da ho da ye maintenance bibia na eno ana na yesu ye and I say ye say a be chance na yetimi asiesie yakwan nyina enti em fan hihye foforo bimba emra because o hwe bibia eti kokoo no ehompo na akwan na say e chen bibia because ade a esombo magana ti say kokoo na obekọ bibia eti kokoo kampo ntimi nko enkotwe kokoo na ma enti ye adwen say ye the Cocoa Roads Improvement Program ebeba na sa program no afibia ye the cocoa kwa amanone a ye koji sika free amanone eba na ide tua cocoa ekwafo no ka na abram your office yetimi koji be 1.8 billion dollars eba eto de bia yetimi brosa but ye ton cocoa na ye nya ne chensa and I say okay emre bia e be kwakoje sa cocoa syndicated loan ni aba yente be $150 million and $200 million emphasis in chain na be bia ye dua cocoa bia western region bronga halfo 5 regions are ye do cocoa no ye mfa nsiesie omo akwan se na be ya e be boa ama ye kotwe cocoa na ba ebenya kwan pa eso afa ne yakotwe cocoa na ba Senebeya, Sikana Akano, you bet me the CSA acquire other regions, no, any cocoa regions, no, so, because we have a count, I might me CSA acquire. Enti Adria a day Cocoa Roads program no buy. Enti a shall say, Munina monitor, you are witnesses, Nabibia contractors, new contract, some of these contractors, and you can say, Sa Aquino, Yafama Ghanaian contractors on Kwan. Because near Pessi have built it, young Crawford.
That's a kind of time.
I say, Obroniba Bay contract, not this can happen in the room. Near Pessi cannot Ghana here. And here, Emma contractors need be brave. To tour new trucks, machines near the other. And to share a Juma and a Cosono all over the cocoa growing regions. Now, major roads, no, now a Juma Cosono. I buy society, I buy for buy. I'm so being Jan Juman to home. Don't be shame. It's very 2-3 years. Now, a quantity be a year, the gravel at Tosso. I can't see a debate quota better so, and you just a CEO and a CEO torso, cars a fast so now, over sure I'm not quite say. And the Coba say, I buy J2 Muse, Cocoa Rose program now, yeah, no, now Ankaya the pa. I almost started say contractors no and some cost site and ko ye omujuma na che say o hwe sika e che say asay na edonso omu kofa enkrofo bi so mbe audit Cocoa Roads program it you $10 million to audit no ankosi hwe and no an say sanko ye wejuma sanko ye ejuma na oye sanyoma no enema ye man no ko nanimo because we share sika na afa ye hia say ye de bedru baby a yedru ye na che say ya say o man sika no kwa because anka ye to aso a anka kwan ni bi anka ye wie ya che I say kwan no ye use a ye fa so nso afa e o say samba na ye pe sika foforo na ni aye de contractor na ka no ye tua na ka na wo hwe ye contracts nso a say contractor ye adwuma no ntua ne car e ko ba so obetua ne car interest bi wo so a e wo so otua no enti say amount a final bo aye more than we would have spent if anka ye to aso a eno na ema ye man kachi because I'm buying from beba na e cost no mo so mo ntiase be enfie mienu enfie miasa na omo de behwe say na omo ye hwe mu ye hu hwe obi a kata hye bi anim enti o se eto aso Ombeba beto aso no na echese ne bona yede. Ohwe schools ya na yesi e-blocks. Ebi 4th floor, ebi ye boaso, ebi ye de adan ne epono bibia epono ne bibia ahihim. So ka say obe fa sa project no na we wia. And then cement boy saying 2016 na cement boy abra no musi sa adan no. Na cement boy 27 cities, 30 cities.
Sure.
And then cement ye drew 50 cities.
E ba bi kura bro.
Baby cry bro.
Ko yem kura na se bia.
Enti next our projects no ka say contractor no go back no go ye na djuma. Onko ye na djuma at rates now or the mao 2016 no. Just a osan ye evaluation. Now sha sikana or the baby no. It will be almost as much as near odi drew baby odru ye no.
Okay.
Enti ya na e prayer ho. Enyome bebre wo ho a we just kill ourselves. Enti na constitution we sure say aban for ba enyuma abranda da no eye no omuso mu no monto aso. Enti na e ba he enyuma dada President Kufuor Jama we continue them. Yanka say obi enja na ejuma. Contractor for eye ejuma say obi enkoso enye na ejuma. Contracts awomo award Kufuor abreso ye twetwe omo nyina aka. And so by nipa wo ho a ene omote Ghana ha Sunyani ha omo ye djuma 2016 your mama apenso ebesi na ye ntua omo ka if you say yes contract no your mama na de ma wo nti me ka say enkrofo wo ho a mukuta certificate 2016 and 2021 ye ntua omo ka nti project na omo ye no aka
Kwan no se wi a Ghana for na efa so.
Yes, near Faso, school near Via, Yan hospital near Via, Yan Ayarsa.
Your Excellency, Obo e-block CD, my sa concept no. E-block no, not actually saying, I mean the concept of
e-block, they say. Robert secondary school, not over dining halls here, or classroom blocks here, or dormitory blocks here. Or administration blocks here, headmaster's office here. And they say, let's have a one-stop shop secondary school.
Okay.
And they say you see 4 floors, headmaster office be room, staff, teachers common room be room, toilet and bathrooms be room, 21 classrooms a room, laboratories room, library room, assembly hall room, BBR was e-block room.
Okay.
To me, for 1,000 students at a time. And we now be to me a school in one block. And things I say, because compare as I say, now you see, dying back one, you see, dying back one, you see, dying back one. We just do a community day school. And for that, on the bus special idea, on we are no more coffee.
Okay.
A bit of what you be see, you know, a bit of what you been who said, baby, and for any free banner, or say, you hostel and our domestic about home.
Okay.
Send a bay and Quadana almost free our community no. Between a better them a brass school room. That was the concept.
Okay.
Nanyamiadum, the midwife of schools no on that
okay.
Nana, almost designs to be Nana Jane. Sometimes no I'm a Minister of Education. And yes, be secondary schools in because we have districts no secondary school.
Sure.
In Tankwadano we JSS now. So in young boarding school and co baby. Nature say Jai school.
Okay.
And it was even to help the free SHS thing. Because boarding school no the boarding. It is a year district that now when to me uncle boarding school will be only school be our call. But community day secondary school free. It is a BA East Coast, near Catcher East Coast, say you don't charge any fees. It is here the East School, no, at the district, and now the community, or call school, or point no coffee.
Okay.
And he will get his secondary education without any problem.
Okay.
One of the schools, McCoy, school in Chrono, 1 mile away from the school. No, my point. I'm saying, North East region, Wapuli.
Okay.
And then I'm saying, Nankwadana upon a school. A big on bicycles. ebi nam fam and omu na nanti esa kofi. It was beautiful. Omu show omu uniform near there. Enti mene ohene ne kasa ene also odamase. Nanka enye school ya ibesi higher. Anka nkwada ne bebre omu wie GHS, omu wo GHS wo ekro ho. So I'm passing anko boarding school ene obetra se no what's if na either say one wa wo fo beko efo man na bibi. But this school ne be see ho no enkwada ni nyina ekosa school no. And that's the beauty of it. Oko baby bebre amuka say free SHS near there. It is community schools and things that make it possible. But because of who use boarding system with the free SHS system, you have a lot of difficulties.
Okay.
Feeding near their thing now be a major problem. And if you have community day schools here, and for that work community, they'll have their school that they go to. Among how Sunyani Senior High School and ABB. Into our besim and also baby now community day schools. Oh, sorry, I'll be called school no. And so because of the lack of those schools, just a free baby or one no back Sunyani. And it puts pressure on the existing schools. Into everything you do with common sense. What I say?
Okay.
And it was common sense we were using to try and resolve the issue. Obi Baya, he will do it in 3 years with the existing infrastructure. You said the existing infrastructure can't take the numbers. Into that gold track, green, gold, then. Nasia, you say, Omomoko, Nasia, you say, almost I'm refugee. Because there's no food to even feed them.
Your Excellency, page of your Facebook, Yane Ghana Mampanyini, Edada, His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama, and AD Nkomona, your Moonlight, 102.3 FM. Thank you, Tor. And Yugusua, Yeshe, and Yamano. Your Excellency, Oka e-block, you know. Oka Miami Kurum Dama Hinkra, Asansu, Ebi Esiho, Kama. Samuel Shingudam. Bimo say, Usisi sa e-blocks, no she ngudam. Uyi sa 7 na saying.
Minya.
Your Excellency.
Ghana is a growing community.
Okay.
Why should Sunyani ha? 20 years ago, not Sunyani way. And then we should be a Sunyani Edra. Would you imagine, say, 20 years before Sunyani be drew?
No.
Maybe secondary school, Ghana school. You feel say Nkrumah, Eddie, Kosi, and Rim. That's what we thought. My school, Anka Ufi Tamale, because secondary school or Tamale. Ufi Tamale, after Catholic Church, the only other thing is any Tamale Regional Hospital. And no, I champ on the base here.
Okay.
Ufi Tamale Regional Hospital, go see Ghana school, baby, I school one. Obeka say you Rim. And then Ghana school assassin. Yan 2 wall and 1 secondary school no one. Anka ye see dying up the pin baby a dormitories. And here now because in room. What they call Sunyani Abontin so na kosi dying says here. Now man 5 years. Now she say yen be try who share.
Sure.
And so can say in room saying.
His Excellency, former President John Dramani Mahama. Thank you, Tom.
School.
Okay.
Ope baby a quiet. You see school and see room.
Okay.
Especially day school. Day school, see day school with Kroma. Akwadan PA na with rec room. Until you take it out a bit. And I him for no and the Maya assassin. Yes, you see secondary school amount. Until Maya assassin. Assassin no abayan chaka. Chrome hall for and the Maya assassin.
Okay.
Until baby a Maya assassin and you see on school mount. What I say?
Me bacho meta say Excellency.
And upe school baby a hoye ding obia enye. And sometimes school no enye crow back there. It's every 2 towns. And sometimes with the crony see in fin baby a croy any croy obia betimiaba. Because say distance a walk cronin term no 5 kilometers. Now, what the school look to see crow back one. Let's just say we move 5 kilometers and also mucha at the back. And so what they see in Fifa, where the 2.5 kilometers river, where the 2.5 kilometers river. And schools need be designed to be based on near a sefata.
Okay.
And based on Bibia Ahimfununya Assasimai.
Yane Ghana Mampanyini Dada, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, thank you for NIAD Mkomono. Your Excellency, the person Yansha Ninin Komonfa region we mu yetimusisi wo achievements on education, health, area yemfa ensuo enwo no ensuo ayenom.
My name say Nana de Viveka Kakra about schools now because she was the architect.
Okay.
Who are na maka near Ubusameno.
The running mate and the former minister. Ewo omampanyina yene edi nkomo na mamu esuo na edi nkomo ewo eye education and for health ho.
Medase na mitio bi anso a.
Pacheba.
Medase bebre na mitio bi anso wonya adaje echian etie yan no pay. Mwa ne de fa na era His Excellency Wamano. Kakra me de beka ho ne say secondary school aye o Ghana ha no. Say ya chemu mienu. Ba ku ye junior na ba ku ye senior.
Sure.
And part of the argument in say junior no utimi call no day. But after your trim so do senior and they say your body. And when you say baba na say. You say you be no obi asabi or the better transfer troubles and the akaka ho. Wo call no board na eye. Na mamu nya nko board no na be ko day a. As I say no so di mu.
Okay.
Now I'll show you a history of performance and so na in the day school so be here na nko so papa. It's a no so ye hum pensem me say edebe ya na wo ho ntina e ma mofra no mo kodi no wo mutimi e bom ho modern te say wo mo ko boarding no nti eno ka ho na e concept no e baaye said ya ye wura chirechire mu no e ho no bibia wo ho e se bibia wo school ho a teachers no kwa adwuma wo mo nya akade o mo de be kira de bibia de yi a abo be any who Ubaka Sunday or code day school test so born home one day.
Okay.
And I face who can say Simuremua. I said they watch Chirimu, the University of Ghana. Share shares and never when not present Nisi. Sabi I don't tell them near the 90% or it's the infrastructure and Tisaqua, Ubie, baby, a walk. It's Ukas a wa. Ubaka say, school be a man of bus. The same tea the bus and a car when they say. It's me actually Quadano. Nanum Pono, any Ministry of Transport, and so yen she say, I a lolo buses na air banner. Yen she say, Bianca no pan a bit me actually Quadanifi community no. I call school, no more ponso so, one dromaba. I a lolo bus no so yen ejuma. Ye dear man say, on your no dear come. As a school bus no, a chamaye, ne excursions near there. It's only a person, son, the children and Nicacra. Na experiential learning in a room. Na just a new school, no car, na so classroom, no aqua library, no waba. Na they are course on Potemon. And a mood there in our name, a mood there in our tears, a mood there at the Becca syllabus and who obey. Say, Biana say a cashew. We are bofra, who's your cashew growing area. What do you know about it? Add then into syllabus, no, yen is saying, never value income. It's a normal baby. It's e-blocks in it, any e-concept, and it is still very, very valid. Said the Excellency Akano. On my be anywhere or Quanima, on she said the Mebuno, but it will me yafa. And when they hear cratching BBA, it's a my answer so ne vision, say young education, you know. Okay. On also Jinachi, and my yet translated into many practical things, including the proper training of teachers, sure, development of curriculum, attitude, so many things are beyond the blocks itself, you know, the intangible inputs into education. I'm quality course. I mean, I'll be a person about school yard. I didn't so yard. A deben over into Nabo Fanning Tiniad. Into a normal baby, e-blocks in a
May I say, His Excellency, former President John Dramani Mahama, Ebetoaso, na yedi enkumo.
Na ankani American say, I'm say nipa there. I was say nipa ne come for, enye wana I was say what's I say. I can't near why near ye no. It's a matter of record. Our history so, and more essential for. And I was say more come for ye. I can say more say na more ye. But I know that in all sectors, so I can say educational, so I can say healthcare, say road improvements. Make I say every district in Brong a half of some renone Brong a half region. Now roadworks so most of the major roads now contractors is so no we juma ye tu omoka. Osho educational, we're building more secondary schools. Schools under trees within the 8 years now we built 4,600 new schools across the country. I just say baby schooling na a dime for abisiso ama and kwadane school ni biako. Bronga Hafuha, we did one of the biggest water expansion projects in the whole country.
Okay.
Bronga Hafuha, the biggest. I remember that more than 300,000 people who did not have access to water. Yemomunya ensure. Brekum water system. I mean, I can just name them. Small town water system, they be brave. And to ensure a year no be most of it under NDC Apanso, Abreso, and extension of power systems, electricity grid. Which are brought half now. Most of the electricity we're enjoying, NDC Abreso, and electricity expansion. No. And to no money they be brave now. Me needless to her, make me a kind say in the air. But me name say more ankasa as central for.
Na Your Excellency, na pesanka me busa okra on what breso. Na no ya say a teacher for any laptop. Na pesen busa also what breso. Then now yama a teacher for.
I know.
And I'm a fan called professor.
Teachers and laptops. Mame no net hey.
Nanka ode 2 years ago. Now I have curriculum no textbooks, mama pencil na fe ya hwe we nso kakra dia mama.
Onompo ne betimi aka kire.
Hania mama ntoma mama na fe ya hwe wabre so a teacher for motivation. Ana fe ya hwe and curriculum no a teacher for wo mo abrabo no wo mo past questions ne send your senses na esi here. Me pa cho wo be hwe Facebook Moonlight 102.3 FM na yedi enkomo na watimi after na few comments bi ahwa na wodi ama ye ne Ghana mampanyi da His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na the General Secretary Johnson Asiedu Enketia the General Mosquito enso e wa ha sei ene de aka Majin
yo me da say say Ghana had no emebunu na doso they were very high birth rate.
Sure.
Enti ema attention to mofrano is say hwan pa na said amaka dada no wo be so tete no so so I be na afa so efie wo ho school wo ho ni nyina ebom na ema abofra no tete no edimu efie wo no ma bebria school no ni na school nso wo no ma efie no ni.
Sure.
Enti say wo hwe mienu no na hwe de be ya wo be ka abom na ho aba mfa so. Today, my main call laptop because we never take one now. Another time, and one said, I can't be brave about a Bama teachers, no one who are high. I will Mofrano at the children.
Okay.
Into a chassis laptops, no air cool schools, no. Everybody about 2 sanko about free being your laptop back. Yes, I don't know. On your laptop, no, the other, or you see, dear. O di sua de o kwan benso e di kan sabofra no onima kenkan a laptop na wo de ma no no e bia na ho amba no faso nti ansa na ye ko laptop no kra no ye introduce bi e frɛ no reading project de be ya reading no ano e be kosoro e se wo kra laptop na characters bo be gu so
sure
na wo nim kan a wo kan ni sen
okay
na kwa sa e fa se wo kra laptop nti wo so kra bi na ye nyi ni se ba na sa. Enti you raise a level of reading. Now also by emphasis be brave. Enti the laptops no ko school dey and say they say be aware sports and now we teach home science whatever we teach no equipment no ho. Let's say sports. Emre no so a no akọje equipment na fi headmaster no. Now they akọye program we are now they aba. Enti e build a cabinet. In a day laptops ni hihye mu nti IT teacher emre no so a we dey akọje we wheeling the fine we dey call classroom wo wa akọkire we a we dey call. You see, idea back when I see a John when I said, and my friend was so good 14, 15 or no. I dreamed I was said it here. Baby, one way and so the moon one. Now, dear office away Yamana Buano Pona Uncle Bois. A bin said laptops, obey him dear sites be brave. Oh, yeah, old school no. Now, my book is a singing notebook. Almost the church or hymns, we just a book a craving a true hymns, pop songs, and then Norma. I general at that age is sanity. Now for what the machine the corporation and some timid co baby are. And to Kaya ye giants are distribution in Pocacra. And say beside who say, na laptop now the marble front, a dinner was so. You show him who said no, so the man empty or no other no my baby so. Far M1. Obako website to be our parents and crowing himself on an amho. And woman it is sadia. And when we had the syllabus in a baby so. Laptop no. Let's say programs of study, homework, identity. No more and space ka crabby or the band homework. Not just as our investment now, a no year no
Okay.
No be sounds and a teacher, not let's say be a mature history. I can't bend a mafa some de lap medeme machine no, a better history no, our class.
Okay.
And I never find as a teacher menya laptop. Na yenye nisa or the laptop for a purpose. Into designing programs bebre ba ko be many can. You started for subjects na godano how math, science, English. Into Saturday be a school A teacher be ho ya pa. Teacher no we encourage no.
Okay.
Sa school no da mo pass math. Into be ho a e koso into e be kwa sa teacher no na. Share subject e be a again you see go back to WAEC. Math questions be na Ghana phone kwada wo choose. I didn't know mo choose. What's the problem? Into your pequeno near the start here. Into teacher no nim children, no ya film no, na kai daso. Into our friend call lab computer lab now. They be I don't know differential equation could this on tiase. Then mo be who teacher what is on one suni teacher. All children are there no bet me sha equals so betiase.
Okay.
Into for us it was a very very important intervention.
Okay.
It wasn't just for the fancy of it wasn't just for expediency. No, it was a very, very difficult and important thing. Now, Pasco, the main moment here say, Pasco can who first one say, Abofano Kakotri and Soheno. Format to Ben or Kwakosia. It's a recommendation. They say, okay, so do bear from 2-3 echo from 3 noir. Format to be out the Belzame, no, Manya Sawaya Kidi. Tobacco could do one who so, oh, I didn't understand it yet. And one and no. Then when I saw your textbooks, I saw your proper. You say, oh, just to pass an exam. Oh, for a reason.
Okay.
Which goes beyond passing the exam. So it's not just a many past questions. School be will be. West African Examinations Council, both local and international, they are agencies under the Ministry of Education. Now today, once you start the questions last year, they are there. What is this whole thing about going to buy at this phenomenal price? How about the textbooks? Now, because we have syllabus, so it's a long process.
Yeah.
And then I watch that idea of Ghana at this time. Abofranco class 1. Now the new syllabus. How many years on? So what vision do you have for your economy in Tia Watch Renessa? Syllabus Yanyanuka. Say before Fraba and Tiana Yebi, Debbie. Obiya there to suit the level of development, to suit the vision for the country, to suit the level of economy that he's tracking.
Okay.
So the syllabus should be done in tandem with the national development agenda.
Okay.
Otherwise, I just say a year until be a year there be
His Excellency ever to us on a fiaco the other a year so.
Naming the best also, Mammy for Pascuna no cano. One say a buying ebe print past questions na de ama abofra bia say jekosua abra ye school past ko ye de adwuma o past ko ye de adwuma ada say a teacher be kwakoto past questions no ana say ye be manipa ba kwakoto past questions no na yina ya copy wo ko wa ye ka past questions say and you English past questions, history past questions. Now, yeah, they are banning now, they are copy questions. No? Past questions, I quiet to say, it's not something you use to prepare, learn. What I say, one learning was syllabus, no. And you drew exams, no. Now, the past questions, now, but not why do you say, Anka Safi na metro exams now, Anka exam paper need, Anka metro on the same. So you use it to prepare yourself for the format of the exam. But it's not something that you study like a textbook. Na usia past questions. Na ushe sika they printed $73 million dollars as a 73 million. Menkai some no. You know, meanwhile, I don't need textbooks. I want to be sure. Sika and Kamube say to give them past questions. Use it to provide them with textbooks. But Obinya Sikefrim, in Jakarta past questions, the man Konano, Obia wanted there. Why should every child have a book of past questions? If you give one class a book of past questions, no teacher no pro or board, so you never copy. So why go and spend that amount of money on past questions? And so apparently they have their own way of doing things. Okay, now laptops are sema. In our time, it was Ministry of Education. Ministry of Education, no more laptop program. And they almost supply laptops to schools, you know. Send your kind, you know. They have a computer laboratory. And they drew ICT and if they have to use their computers for some other purpose, the teacher will come and sign and make sure that they go and use it for that purpose. Now, your Ministry of Communications, so you may be a friend.
Your Excellency, sorry, Sikano is 68 million cedis for Pascono.
Yes.
68.5 million.
But why would you spend 68 million cedis to buy past questions for students? And who here? If you give the set of past questions to the school, that's all. How much is, why past questions you're saying? You know, a couple of past questions then. You know, and we share it amongst ourselves. The students, we share it amongst ourselves. And I don't understand why they use that. But now they can't laptops are selling. And the Ministry of Communications, so no more GIFEC. A friend of GIFEC. And GIFEC also was giving laptops to teachers and students. And both tertiary level, secondary school level, now omoma laptops. Nipa bebre the benefit of the laptops. Or the laptop student or a tertiary educational, he has a better ability to care for the laptop. What I say. But at the secondary level, what we did was to try and make sure, say, Ubeko School B, they don't have an ICT center. And so, teacher no, or draw keyboard no, or blackboard, so, and I'm this year. But then if you give them a couple of laptops, he can demonstrate physically to them, say, this is the computer. And we are saying, you understand? And so that was our purpose, and that's what we were doing. Now, Ministry of Education, now they had a big program. All the schools, ICT labs near there, they now donate laptops. And then we also had the Ministry of Communications that was doing the same. Previously, Professor Mills, so Ministry of Environment also, and Science and Technology, they also had a program now distributed laptops. Emma, a teacher for, a school for, and everybody. And I buy sometimes, the BB for bar, the BB bar, no my and they say, a defo for, as if it has never existed before. There's a normal thing that used to happen. And so if they are starting it, they should not make it look like it's something that is just beginning.
His Excellency, the former President, John Dramani Mahama, and no AD and Common Patchel said, O join in a Facebook. Na Oko Eye and Shoma FM and Crown Quanta, a ho and Honorable Vincent upon Asamoah, Eddie Mrashibigani, the Chief Executive Officer at the Massa Radio, no Omo Efa, Gift FM, Doma Ahinkro, Shalom Brekum Time FM in the time and a Kiss FM ever drobo and it a so efa o Japekrum Sampa Jinyame and a warmo efa and a fay Moonlight and radio stations bebre Kingdom FM almost so efa ewo aha I no mo edi enkomom. Your Excellency we dey memfa we entwamu me kai se wabre so Sunyani Technical University satam na ye pole o ma no pija e ko soro. Me humble appeal kakra the regional hospital. We upgrading the na we ade. Say nyame wadom na se bibi toyi na enema kosoma wa. Sunyani Regional Hospital since yache region no mu no still is the only referral hospital. 3 regions ni nyina edeba. Na we upgrading no. Now they are called teaching hospital. Na ama yaya said to me akoso. Ti said the Sunyani Technical University. Yeah. Yo, Your Excellency, you share your impressions about the registration exercise I call so 2020. Or general overview. Na minyina sumusa question be.
Well, okay, registration exercise I call so now. More essential for you had the issues that came up.
Okay.
Baby almost restricted and crofo. Okay, EC. Emra omode to so no eka say wunni ID card Ghana ID and I say wunni birth certificate to put na account Ghana ID and a passport pe and ya dia obetimi e dey register na say wunni sa nyoma ni mi no and e just say wunya enkofo ebe kanfo eka say wo ye asibisi
sure.
Enti eno e de oha wie ban because that time no Ghana card no na still ye roll out ye nru baby akra out of 30 million people now my be 9 million as a 10 million enti I say omo a ombe use Ghana card no omusa na over passport so even fewer people have passports or Ghana card
okay
Ghana card there are more Ghana card holders than passports enti I say nipa ebetimi register no na omusa
isa.
Eti ne aka ne say just okonya enkrofo o ma register no mo so ma be gina ho aka fo ama say also oye e dey how ye buy because obi e passport obi wo Ghana card ne mame any Ghana card and a passport now wo ne ba e koka say me mame oye Ghana ni wo moma owo no wo na wo koka fo say wo mame ye Ghana ni. It doesn't make sense. And here I say, I'm for birth certificate in Kaho. You call Supreme Court the most bizarre ruling I've ever heard in the world. You say birth certificate is no proof of citizenship. Hey, wait a minute, be that. Birth certificate is no proof of citizenship. And so your Supreme Court, Ghana, they ruled on that. And we free home. And you could have birth certificate. Ukuta baptismal certificate, you will be in 1957, and they make call church, maybe in 1958, and also for Koshira, a Christian me, and Mammy, me, Christo Dini at the other. Historical document from 1958, what the qua, you see, we don't recognize baptismal certificate. Now, no, they say, Nipa be no average now, I can say, we are Ghanaian. Near him, they are more authentic. My birth certificate, Makofa nipa mienu a omo register no maka say we or Ghanaian. And so these absurd things went on because not obeying any EC, person would disenfranchise as many people as possible. Okay, ni see wo Banda, ni see wo Volta region. Uncle Fokore say omo ye Togo for any day there. At the atete eba Ghana.
Okay.
You know, Nkrumah ebo or my or kanye nyina bom as one people. And fa who say we are Sentinel, we are Gungenio, we are Fantinio, we are Cranio, we are Ibenio. Ye nyina ya fa who say ye your mind back home. And so sabain any no mo ye no. At the and tempted ye ebai. And you who young also won't feel her, won't be register or her co-crum register. Nkrumah so one year, sir. Uncle, son of person, yeah, he would have made us a federal state.
Okay.
Federal states, different states coming together to make one nation. Also, unitary states, actually say, So you're Ghana near out to be called Ghana happy beer a year with you.
Kaboom.
Yes. Into Ghana happy beer, Ubehu, Ubia at home, Ashanti for her, I before her, and Cran for her, Kotokoli for her, Obia. And so nearby, I know, yes, a movie, I will chrome, Mukum, Munya Ghana from Pomuya Togo for, hey, Mu Kotokoli for Mufi Togo, Webo Mufi ha, Webo Mufi Burkina Faso, Munya say. Nasanyo Mano, Yamfa M building on mine.
Okay.
And this is the first time I've seen that. Rolling Saba Echo, Kufuaba Echo, Mil Sabako, Jomama Bako. The first time we saw, say, yes, say, Wunye Ganini, Wunye say, Eye, Professor Kufadu, Abreso. Ain't registration, don't there? It was a very bad thing.
Your Excellency, what kind of registration do you
say?
And then after registration, elections.
Elections, no. I'm saying no more Bibre etosi.
Sure.
Yeah, before elections. Bibia bebia, you catch the electoral commission say, Moshe sa semi ye, Moshe wemu ye. Now acquire say NDC dear. Electoral commission number or say we are the greatest threat to Ghana's democracy. Sanoka, Nipo here electoral commission also are neutral and non-partisan. Or say one of the major political parties in Ghana is the major threat to democracy in Ghana. Nipa no da say electoral commissioner. Nasani pay obetime bu elections emana ye. Enti bibia to sing for the first time in the history of Ghana. Ghana is one of the countries I pride in who say your ballot papers are printed. Many African countries almost printed or Dubai and India. Normal the ballot papers number. For Ghana, since time I mean, you're printing your ballot papers and we have printers who can print to high security.
Okay.
The party agents now printed. You're signing as here. You name how many this one printed, how many this one printed. You name baby your ballot papers vehicle. For the first time in the history of Ghana, you're printing via your science, you're Obi Refi ni Bibi our printing house or Koya, you're printing more than 1 million additional ballot papers. First time in Ghana's electoral history. They show a mistake over printing. You're quiet now more printing here and I say, that when I'm printing extra one see. Say a few honor, or more printing more. And it was the first time in history, exact ballot paper. Electoral Commission printed here. No one nipan sim. Yechibi. Na nyancheno. And no him. I believe that there are more ballot papers in those boxes than the number of people who went to vote. Extra ballot papers. Yeah, election quite you can say ballot papers, electoral materials, and then on the end. That's why we say this election, there was fraud in this election. And so, you didn't reach it. You say if you are dissatisfied, go to the court. You call court. Court say, I don't know. And you didn't. But I know America say, we learn lessons from it. Into the next election, yeah, and try and call Supreme Court view. We will do it at the polling station and collation center. And we say it will be a do or die.
Your
School in term. They don't understand do or die.
Your Excellency, Wadaroma, do or die.
It's an English idiom.
Okay.
It's an Kasabia yawo Kasakwan.
Okay.
Over Africa ha. Your proverbs, your bube.
Sure.
And you can't was some young country in the straight format. And so you're the bear and the back. In English, you idiomatic expressions.
Sure.
Omo mufi school in terms of say idiomatic expressions as here. Do or die means a critical assignment you have, and you must do the needful or perish. And so you must do the needful. I say, make us say, and this is me and train and go Supreme Court to be. There was here a polling station and a collation center. I was here. And so I don't retract. The next election for NDC is going to be a do or die affair.
So you do the right thing.
You must do the right thing at the polling station. And so I'm telling all our party executives, you must be at that polling station and make sure the right thing is done. You must be at the collation center and make sure the right thing is done. Don't abdicate your responsibility at that level and expect that after somebody has stolen the election, you go to Supreme Court to see if they will turn the election for you. They won't do it. Maintain sign. It's a do or die affair. It's an English idiom. Mobianko be in the dictionary and see what do or die means. It's different from all die be die. All die be die, broken English, pidgin jargon, but we do or die could be a dictionary in Africa. And I say it's a do or die affair. NDC must man the polling stations. They must man the collation centers. Make sure the pink sheets are correct. Make sure we get the right results and everything, because if you be for a flag bearer, or never can go Supreme Court. But say me NDC flag bearer, I'm not going to the Supreme Court. We must win at the polling station and the collation center. And Electoral Commission would have no option but to declare who the true winner is. Depends on the people of Ghana. I'm hopeful that NDC will win the next election, because we need to get this impunity out of the place. There's no way NPP is going to investigate itself. So corruption and week. Almost break the 8 so that they'll get another 8 and sweep everything under the carpet. They be also not gonna 40 million ni omoteso. Maybe I know be an hour teso. Kosa. Also sorry, near share now. I wanna say. Okay. So let them go, and then the people of Ghana can hold them to account. Everybody has done that. Kufo Kwaye, Rollins Kwaye, Kufo held him to account. Kufo Kwaye, Mills came and held him to account. So you two go, Kwaye, you arrested some of our people, you put them before trial. There's no way this government can investigate itself. 2024 is a critical election, both for them and for us. And I'm saying that for NDC, it's a do or die affair.
That's good for Chalawati. Any moonlight in 102.3 FM. Yene, the former Commander-in-Chief of Ghana Armed Forces, John Dramani Mahama, and Eddie Nkomo. Said the former Commander-in-Chief of Ghana Armed Forces, Banama Musana, security, Honsem, and the living condition of Ghanaians, especially the current government, and not Akakoyese, Mayem Hibuana. Your Excellency, Ghana Bambo, what an asoda, Ashe, Asadum Yinaso, at the same.
Your
Excellency,
I'm saying, you're not near Chikroma, Eddie Nimnia Apostle. Security, Abaye, Adia. Your how am I a man for Nina?
Okay.
Now say, many Nana and the executives, you can thank you to our northern parts of Ghana.
Okay.
Bronga half on a minimum, but we call 5 northern regions now. At the start, 839. Say enyadia ehia pa se wutukoya ene trafi. And just you run into an armed robbery. One show you so okay. For the first time in the history of Ghana, yenya member of parliament, our parliamentary candidate or core campaign ever, na armed robbers are tunu tuekuno. There are other people who have lost their lives in armed robberies. Many be northern parts home. Na many opinion catch me. I say, or because baby na about 6, 7 and no. I want no yenejuma or quarry or north. I say about 6, 7 or better and upper no akon. Also, I feel armed robbers no. Omo who say, "Uncle Foyja acquaint to anajo." And if a daylight robbery, Umupie, a robbing crofon. Now saying what's a burger coin or so. Armed robbers, daytime. on be so cars robbie ubia. You know, and the American say your bambo for security services and the military. Your joint anti-armed robbery squad between the police and the military. And our police and CASA. We have some of the best security services. National security, now, they will do the job. And the point is, their morale must be high. And I was said, we did the right people and put them in the right place. Now, how Abayne they say, Ebia, I was said, you do be hot now, or your commander. Because you wait your NDC. And instead of say, Omode Sanipano, Ebeko, Saich Nebiano. Now, Omakofa, Obi, or Yenny Junior, now the Omode Onumum Ako. And your mom around no perform. Because now it is not about with Jumaye, any with him dear, any now with me a year because of whether almost I say, oh, yeah, MPP near and I say NDC. Bambons, young fan in yes, our politics. Me, my chairman of police council, my chairman of armed forces council. Abra ya wohono, what's a fata? Say, you do Jina baby, you do Jina. Young fan say, you will he. Oh yeah, party bang, young family. And you could see that morale was high because promotion was by merit. And so I feel so dear, a be a pound more, Oma now me young juniors a pound more. Oma seniors no. They don't give their 100%. What I say, we just are a hard drink. And then apart from that, equipment. Also armed robbery. Armed robbers don't put that AK-47s near there. Na Oma police work need bulletproof vest, need bulletproof cars. Into Omo de sa pick up na Omo ba no musha armed robbers no moto efa windscreen mo ombekun.
Sure.
Bullion van na yekun police you know. It's not a bulletproof A. Into your tone, they killed him.
Sure.
Into the point is, your bamboo phone, if you give them the right equipment and you give them the right morale. Who promote it according to merit. Now, more discipline within their ranks, they will protect this country. And so, unfortunately, and yes, and the situation is, in the armed robbers, so apart from that, say one coin so for unbelievable fear, abe robbing.
Sure.
You know, it's become and they become more bold because we can know I mean, in the past they couldn't do that. But Nyamiadum, new IGP man, we share the way I was say, Oyeni Juma. We all encourage him. Say, Uncle Susan, na Oyeni Juma. Na, I'm sure that he'll be able to get a handle of it because we share and Yoma Kakra was starting, and what you say, they are swaying.
Sure. The former commander in chief, and now thank you, Tonti. I think for one who said me Perusu Kakra. But Your Excellency, me assure say campaign time ba me se na ubo bambo for idea. Aposu for was asa kakra bi wa ha. Say Your Excellency me yi police clinic e wo sunya ha kire wa. O wura be ho. Na yenya police training school, ni yenya police clinic a. To say dey wo kan. Police training school no kra I was once a police officer anti say wo kro no mu a. It's scarce say kro no security e kama. Na usi dwabi kotokra ba de no Kumase kajeti ya de no me sure say na wo cheche the next region ebe ye Bono ena aye nyankopon se kona kohom ye awrade pa ebi assembly 2024 so sanso ba sa market na o si bi ma asanteman no si bi ma ye wo Bono se me yi Bono de ne kire wa Your Excellency wura be ho na wadaroma stadium na sanso sisi ma ayifo no efo Cape Coast de no 3 regions in upon so or machimuno. Say Baba Bola, this is Nana Osajo for Sia de Ajimombadu, ne park ye or domai to Adaroma. Campaign Tauba, Macachero, Nanyamia, don't know so really. No, my ultra modern to say the other man. You Cape Coast for the a bear made the fire.
What as I say, who's a metro?
But who's a ultra?
I say police officers training school, police clinic, or hospital.
Yes.
Upgrade Bronga Hafo Regional Hospital into a teaching hospital.
Yes.
Build a modern market like KJTR for Bono, and then a modern sports stadium. Macho Dida.
I forgot manifesto no money. Now, Your Excellency, we are employment to the amount of artisans. But Mamma, we are not making Sunyani magazine. I want to say maybe Ubaho. We are 5,000 into Madame campaign time. A yako. So call now bounce now in here. Not what Sunyani magazine for Amame. A riding cow.
Sunyani, not a huge mobile bro. Because I said Sunyani Ring Road. Now contractors go so then the outer ring road. Send a bit easy traffic within the city near there. Nina and say Aka.
Abeba.
And Nina Yamiado.
Abeba. Abeba.
And then America say the development of a country is not sloganeering. One this, one that, one this, one that, one this, one that. Comprehensive.
Good.
Because sports, you know, security health
and Your Excellency, all free so no. Now, your airport no.
Yes.
But up to now,
arrival,
up to now, still look
runway.
I look at Macron, I be one look at be an bank and I say to Wadarma, yeah, fuck home. His Excellency former President John Dramani Mahama now Ansana Obekono. The General Secretary Johnson Asiedu Enketiena Fei, Regional Chairman of the biggest opposition party, and they say, Honorable His Excellency Kwadwo Nyameche Mafo, officially Ebedasi, on behalf of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and in the entourage of Omo Ebaye, and Sana, the Commander-in-Chief, former Asorina Wako, and into Shemo Facebook. Hey, now Pope waha, and Mama District Pastor so AD and Tibajo National Chairman waha, or Mecca Regional ho. Hey, Kafra. National Chairman, Ada, or National Secretary, a General Secretary Kafra. Now, one more mayor official thanks, no Emma, the National Chairman. So, and yeah, my member, His Excellency, in the last word now. Now, former President, in the last word now, Chairman, am I one close friend and I yeah, the Nina Ako area. Ha, any moonlight, no. The former Commander-in-Chief of Ghana Armed Forces, former President John Dramani Mahama. And yeneno ewo Isbeth bacho wi a itinerary no mechiro ba bia obekọ ene ba bia obefa nyina enne nti ya na wa hye no enso me MP Honorable Vincent upon asamwa so etua Your Excellency last word na yenyamuma chairman ene be de akire
you mean you meda wase say senior o kan ye sha se no ne de ba no ye thanksgiving to thank you to na me pese me fa akwenya so Moonlight FM Sunyani me fa mo so na me de da Bono for nyina ase Bono for mo ye makonta for mo ye bensemo na say ye to aba no o hwe senia ya aba no esi e course ro e wo Bono region no e ade so eni
okay
na se ka se ye betra ho ne ambeda mo ase na ye buni ayefo enti ye ba ya ndase ene ye de ban o hwe the results are 4 something million and in year 2016 o hwe 2020 a focus for 6.3 million almost 6.3 million and even though na ye de ye ni ato so ye sanka and so still ya dia wo hwe ya mamre mu a e wo se ye din na se e be ma obi biara opie ye e ko gina wiem eto abaman na wa want to abaman enso ye da wase every so eno any kabi mami kabi mi amambo no democracy
sure
say every 4 years say na be pie abɛkyerɛ adwen about who should lead us. Into be opie here ebeto abano yeda saa nipa na ase.
Okay.
Nti eno ene de ban nti yefa Moonlight FM 102.3 eso eda bonofo nyina ase ahemfo asafo panyin a teacher for a nurse for police for biara our Bono region yeda mo ase nyame hira mo nyina.
And Your Excellency, Obeba as a flag bearer. Because me interview as a president, in the bra as a flag bearer.
Send this Yimia.
Now, some person no Kasa as a president.
You flag bearer, then Baba.
Into bra as a flag bearer. Nami no come as a president to be. That's it. Sir. Yo, we were the regional chairman, Honorable His Excellency Kojo Nyamiche Mafonso Ewaha.
Excellency Kitwa,
okay. The Excellency Kitwa. Excellency Kesewa Hatikasa.
Excellency Kesewa. And National Chairman, General Secretary Party Mamma, Media Folio. And said, and they are from Bromama. As the day to say in the movie.
Sure.
Now, you brought Dramani Mahama. Because Brad, don't want to campaign time of it, name origin.
Sure.
Fact, and yes, I'm fan come home. Not 12, no, I'm funny now. Etina, any brism. That's what Baba Shane crying. Running me to buy. Also, by a campaign, my General Secretary by, or by a campaign, my Avan Babi. Yes, so a speaker, right honorable speaker. Also, have a boy or her. In your Kumas and Mijam, you also have one joking in a kaboom. Abe so esisi ama ye adwuma no na ye nyina hu so a de pre awo region ha ye to aba ni wie ye no na seat ba ko na omo so omo paje no omo de omo ni si ball no so sa omo ni ba omo so na omo chi nyina hye ti me ka se anadwo no ahimache no excellency frame e bisa me de akosie ti me ka se excellency presidential na me dia man deda
na ka parliamentary
the be 4:30 no san frebe no se no so akusi say na me ka say your excellency yenya 6 no say 6 out of say 12 na me say 12 no say first na mo say na me say no ya ba ko pe bad na. So are you telling me that 5-6 I can't back when I'm say
sure.
Yes, Your Excellency. I say, wow. I said, okay. Now said the American come and come and see what you tell. You better him for origin in us. And this party members us. Now do my no. There be amicase. Yeah, no, said the Viatem. You can send you or hinibi. Ejuma na ase ye ma party ni animonyam gina na naso no ani mi adwuma the man panyin ani ne running mate ni party panyin for dia share no ye yere ne be koso nso aye 2024 yi enim se nyame ya aduma the performance no be san ka
we say aje dia kana aba mo dia
bi da min kana sa because ko now strategies we try bontia
yeah, I'm going to take strategies.
You were America for one echo, I am no much. Sadly, high, the artillery wing number. So, just other countries, yes.
Okay.
Dangerous. The idea and Kasabi.
That's it.
But the Asidaman Yamina, excellence in running meeting and paying for the boy.
Okay. Okay.
I feel brave for my Yadamasi.
Okay.
Like Bono Yadamasi.
Okay.
Someone's more support to it.
Okay.
Now, yes, sir. 2024, Mbesan Ekayechi. Your performance in Yan region as a media phones here. Okay. I'm say last time I buy Hayani buy.
Sure.
The Wasaba. Then you said good luck, Hamano.
Sure.
He said they are now Cassette. Ube signed interview as president. He said
Inshallah. May I say. Former regional minister, current chairman, and Yaneno Eddie Nkomono, His Excellency Johnson Asiedu Enketia, General Secretary. Secretary?
Yes.
Miss Minimidi Nana.
Oh, that be.
Okay.
We shall be anxious.
Aha.
General? Yes, sir.
Maba Bono Ahafo Namu Bono region. Mampanyini akansim bebre. Pacho die na wodi etwa to.
Medase. Yes, we beka asoso ne se. Ye befa akwanya iso. Ada Boromaya se. Ne ada ye party fo nyina wo mo boa ya yitimi enya resource a enya no. And the meme can say election we were born ne ahafu ne Bono East no. Akoye gerrymandering that went bad for MPP. I'm say ye be womo ye ka se be chicho man no mu e the regions no bi aka ho.
Okay.
But now a program no say be chicho man no mu ama fairly regions no nyina koye I mean equal sizes.
Okay.
But almost take his advantage, you know. And the region so crying on my son coachum. Now we are quite almost fast, which you are Braha Fumuno. It Bono East in where Cavon in such a way say, your strongholds, you know, Ekudi ho. It is now Munsusi and say, Bono East for Behe Soaka say. Abayama omo region nti omo sesa omo nsa no e o vote no amasadia omo epe no enti na etete se na nado eko Bono East ho no na ekakakra na nko sun ye enti na omo ti ahafo so free so no eche se Bono 12 seats no ba ko pe na ekuta e wo ha enti na obia ye na assessment ya or say Bono and a year MPP stronghold. And yes, you who say, Obi Pai or Pampamua,
no shouting.
No shall say Malco Munyadi. And Tiashia, a say, dear Tibiano. Yes, we obey, I'm a before Frubia Siwaha. Yamincha, dear Yura Kwajo Yam Chairman for Yenyano as regional chairman. No. Najumanti, a brabia obedi regional chairman Biano. And Sakraebi a daddy. It's on Casa, but Oya Jumano on the ground. And Nunti chairman for no in the whole country. No, one of them, Mihunu say, Utimiko that villages Numuan Casa or Crafri Sunyani, Utimiko Kaba Bibe say 3 days, 4 days, no one constituency or call in the hinterlands near the Ade. Ubisan say a Benya saying. Or see resource on the bar, you be and Tina MP4, I can say, oh, 12 nil, one beji, Bakona, Kana, Mania, I see and Casao. Unu say, Yanumunina, Suna, Ayakoye, and Inguasia Mai. Sure. And Timohe campaign moi. A bedi, and Nado Noa Bebri, aha, echo. Constituency by constituency, villages are a year under the district capitals. Now, Adia, na yenim, I boy in say 2016. No, a yentrofita and MPP 4 years, a ye trying to rug Mahama so, any Lordina so, near the vote. And Trosucha and check na appear. Into a call Pierre 2020. No. Nasa antro no eho apa ama womo a womo di intro no anchi tuti a enu nyina no na womo nu womo ho enti ye one big factor e work man ye. Okay. The tosu bie mu so na mamuo no enya nti no ye kan say even say ye papa buzia etiase a nko no kra beto ama NDC san ye kan ba bia ene esan she bo se wanchi seat no a ye buzia seat no ye besan age ya mencha de ye ko etmiji wanchi both east ene de ne friend wanchi west ene bandane ade no nyina na Sunyani West kura yeje yeje Sunyani West provisional results bibi a chese yeje Sunyani West candidate ya wo ho a na ne bodyguard kura tuo ekọ polling stations echinchim nipa nsa no se ye se ye fight back ya ka bia de si ha enye enti no se wa fa onko ya ahụbụa se ye be call rerun no obehunu the smoothness level but bit say brekum east and west any doma east yehu say last minute anajo no sika omudi free baby ebe chiche ya ye chema nipa na omoto abaru bisa na say we ya bra mi say na wanya bibia amade amekoto amano ene saafo no nyina misa omo se da kura akọhoma na woje ya ukoto aba no bosome nwotwe we ya ye twai etisen intiminim se ni nyina ye de besua de se abatu oduru so a wa hwe na ka se de ye de mamene no eno na me hwe so ato aba oto aba no ama no 4 more years Into uji one day akoma na koto abama no 4 more years ya na me kan ba bi say mo se mo man 4 more 1 more kra na muntimi afi na ya be ko 2 more ni akọ 3 more san ya 4 more enti ni nyina mu no ye nyina di besua de na me ogidie say candidates ya yenya enso yenya candidates papa both presidential ni constituencies no in particular enti womo a womo di nkugo no nyina uhunu se enye womo a na business free soro ebete bayira homa eno nti no yebeda womo nyina ase wo a wonya ye yeda ase wo a wanya yeda ase wo a otoma ye yeda wase wo a wanto ama ye so de otoko ye no yesre nyame se ubema ehon sunsanso no aye lesson at the amount say next time you koto aba ubehwe no ahunu ba bia wo de to a ebeboa nti eda mu nyina se eda nananum nyina se eda e party fo nyina se na minim say yesan ya ahoboa ne ekobie mu a results we be free Bono ha aba no MPP fo be ye free wo ma adwene mu say Bono ye wo mo stronghold
General say Yankopon ya adona de wo kan ebe mu a me sure say by this time there ebia say Aja John and I'm being no now wedding kunuma. Somebody started no more you DC say.
Oh, say woni me records. Ye no ye kan ye yo. Na de ama DC fo no ye nyi wo mo no. Akwa ye say ne ma ye tete no wo mo interview mu no. Enye papa. Enti da wo mo be na so DC fo no. Ntokwa ebesi no. Ya de a wo mo suru akire. De to so bie mu so. Oman sika no nyina asa. Enti sika bia ni ho a ewo common fund no mu a ye be cha ma wo. Enti wo munya ye excuse say oh this ma enti na common fund ma ya na ja wo mo de buy time kakra. Na no gre wo mi say sika bia ni ho a wo mo de tu ya common fund no. Enu enti na wo mo ye no sa na ye ba obi anim say ye emphasis no. Ya na ewo say ye satisfy ground no ansana national say common fund ba na e de yempuntudwuma ewo yenkura na ase a eno ye better than say ye be point minister for bebre ni appointees bebre na ja ya da ne sika no nyina akoye nyema bi ansa se ye na enyuma no a ewo fam ho no nyanya
say General
mu nyina ase
ye be share campaign time
sure
the same platform. Yeah, just one. My very national chairman so any enkomo. Eda na fe yemfa dwumadi na enko awie we are baby and His Excellency baby a obeko bia no ye de ebebrew na ye hwe atendere no da krasa so nyenga ho
that's mama so
na me say krasa so nyenga ho
oh encounters
boko de
yam ya dom na bompa bonti
national executives nyina wo ho ye
bia ho ye
ye da yesu ase
wo hwe se na ye ba ya ho ka city a omo e won kan eguso ye adwuma na ye nso a ye wo hanso no yam ya ma ya hoden a yatimi asore ene ya shedwuma bi ase ti na hoden wo
yo wadaroma ona wode omampanyini ene entourage ni nyina enam as a national chairman edien ena wo ka kire bonoman atiefo na enhyehyɛ te sen
ensam ne de bebre na ye mampanyi dada ababeka ena general secretary so bi ababeto so na sabe mpanyi sa aboso ba na magyapaye
apai
tie de ba se ni abonofo aya maye odo omo yi a kire ye support omo de amaye aba omo tuma ye no we not take it for granted ti abase ye ba be da omo se na yasra omo se ma omo wire mfi nkita hodi a eda NDC ene pono ma entem yedim history kakande ebetimi akase so wo hwe development pa wo pono ha emra na ene ahafo na bomu a free ebre bia na ofri kumase ede ba Sunyani a aje so fantade mienu ansa na wo de aba ebisi se yewura GH usu a champion no ene yewura kwabna kire no ne mpanyifo bi edi yanim mu no fie no ye party na ho den kese efiri pono ha efise mpanyifo edi party na no mu eye one of the first co-chairman no ambassador mu no fie yewura kwabna kire be deputy general secretary of the party ena yedua panyi GH usu a champion ebe majority leaders and minister of agric edi mpanyifo bebre ye share dwumadi ase yewura odwuma madam somo ne ade nyina ekosi se yedua odwuma mchamafo a wafa party mu a ono de meka no se me classmate ye nyina DDC ye nyina me se MP na wanya BND because ba bi ofri buy na ebedi MP na me san ba ye nyina ba regional ministers asa me ko local government minister okudi ambassador ya tena mu spanning over nearly 30 years and they assume the party etino enyame won wa say obey regional chairman no ensakrai bi atimi apie ewo ebonomantam ha na general secretary so assume party ya over 16 years so free bono ha say e kire say NDC ye ni kubono ho na ye koma nso eda ha ntisi ato aba na ye nya chempa em say ye chempa me say ya na original chairman bi say or your agenda 11 over 12 over 12 be I mean ni baby okofa na calculation ni free and so ene no pupo bribrim chain ni hu baby a ode no ho efa but your person man indication say we are determined even to build upon the performance no near move when your Moses near increase your numbers ewo ho if you say you know must break the 8 minimum 8 come person ba break they say break the 8 no about be year the symbol or the war cry between the NDC and the MPP. You Mr. Sahan also break 8. Yeah, never see about break 8. No, 8 now you breaking this. You break the 8 years of nepotism. You can't nepotism one. Abaya waba or the bush you 4 and then the non-full family and friends government. No, do we know good number and I will call the inner cabinet krana. Nabusia Fonko de Google executive secretary Ninria finance minister Ninria Fred say Rose and highways minister Ninria just say what juicy appointment so dama Ninria no Nabusia Fonko o ke kan okra na say former wives near dey na bia ambassador near dey some nepotism no will break that 8 years of nepotism. Will break 8 years of higher unemployment aba and mabu elusu even faith in the governance system and then street so say you fix the country. We need to break that 8 years of high unemployment rate. 8 years of rank corruption. You can't rank corruption now. Corruption and then president no kra yetimi tikuo ema bedwofo ehwem ema parliament hwe na yesi wadifo obi ye minister wababe lie on oath was breaking the constitution
was not breaking the procurement law. Why you be say he shouldn't be in office for even 1 second. Now President Abano Obabe defending. And you know, CDD report now by say over 60% of Ghanaians feel say President doesn't have what it takes to fight corruption. President Nankasano, he's an embodiment of corruption. A friend said, I'm telling me to say, or your mother serpent of corruption. 88 years, we are going to break 8 years of corruption. After you're back to break 8 years of economic mismanagement, because Dr. Baumia helped out as your friend said, economic messiah. All but another dollar about 3.8, and a dollar 6, cost 7. Messiah, I know where from. We need to break the 8 years of economic mismanagement. You ever say breaking 8 years of broken promises? Promises Ben and Nana Kufuado. And your mama say Obiado because he is building castles in the air. Osi 88 hospital was in Urim. Osi Obey Sky Train was in Urim. And your mama cry say, after to say a woman of because he said no, he is somebody who is building castles in the air. Who will break that 8 years of broken promises. 8 years of broken infrastructure. So we share your mama, me share a friend's a video be and then answer takwa to takra de equine. We share Bakasa and Yagana. Bakasa and Yagana. But then this in a bar, ya bomb what they say. If you cocoa growing communities, ya the asphalt echo hodom, kwa Sankregua, ko Enchi, ko Serious Area, and Nioma, ya Edema. Cocoa growing communities through the road fund, a friend is a project Edema and so forth. And it will also break the 8 years of broken infrastructure under the governance of Nana Kufuado and the Dr. Baumia. And you see, I can't break the 8. Now, was a battle cry. The battle cry for breaking the 8 is on the side of the NDC because the youth have no future. Teachers are suffering. Nurses are suffering. Because now they are suffering. Teachers are suffering. Nurses are suffering. Friends said traders are suffering. The youth are suffering. Farmers are suffering. The fishermen are suffering. Friends said, every Ghanaian is suffering. And I don't know. Wouldn't say a cocoa, a quiafo, a tom cocoa hata, Sika Edibituaka Crebino. It never happened under NDC. Wouldn't say, na yeka say no, fertilizer quiafo by ye, a juma, na a biane, and no bayabane beard in fertilizer and the biniho. You be sir, Minister of Agriculture, say donkeys, and now swap fertilizer and they are crossing border at the court, Burkina Faso. Now, ye pesi ye chire say amamu papa na dia President John Dramani de ba ya opo modern say fertilizer kwa de put subsidy beto so ye dem akuafo nom de ya adwuma na no ba yatimi aba na yatimi anya bi e de afrim. And the poultry industry no so wo hwa the heart of the poultry industry is in the Bono area here. Yeah. Aya doma no ne ade wo mo na wo mo de nkosu afri doma e ba nkran e ma ye nya bi. Go and ask the poultry industry. The poultry industry is on the verge of collapse. Me a farmer, me a poultry farmer. Farmers now turn on cocoa. If you say a broker, you de buy be and the ama and cocoa in the bidding. So be catcher say, is this Ghana? Ghana party bet me a bra and cocoa, a bit na cocoa in your bronia. Me no one Ruben. Who the economic situation of this country. Look at the size of Kinky. We are size. Now he brodo size. And the better say, Amamu no cost one answer and Kosuyi. It's the economics now, yeah, can macroeconomic inflation, and the papa beer and then the shadow say, oh, there's inflation a single digit. And so cement board double. And what is the meaning of the single digit inflation? Wamra and then Dokon and the atono, you know, say no 1 cedi and they turn 2 cedis. Brodo, Nanka yatono, a friend said 5 cedis, and then you turn 10 cedis. And so you see at the single digit. We don't eat single digit. Near a person, when they say, among for Brabo, there will be an improvement in the lifestyle of the people. We are accept the break the 8. You accept the power on behalf of the NDC. We have accepted the break the 8. But I say the break the 8 in the emphasis, near who is to break the 8. we will break the eight of mismanagement, nepotism, corruption, broken promises, hardship, and untold economic difficulties are Ghana for ECOM. And the teacher for university lectures issue. Or university professor. In how we handle the universities, infrastructure near the ECOM. Enti Niameka say, and call for Ahmeti. No more bisa say, and fear none, a wadodo, but young we ye. If the 2016, you call Lanchi, your campaign, Cape Coast Sports Stadium. Yeah. And I'm a car assembly. Ugu gives us our back. Me say, a mamu and Yansafu, Yaquaco carry. And some food they will carry out. Say, ya, Nasa, and now double pogu. Now, mamu don't offer a mamu bonny, not to Abama, a ban bonny, and fear nano at Chirukomu. Yam Pesa Guinea Besiwa. Now, Momono, and Quasuma, Yaquaco Ramus, MPP, Yaku Ram Quasuma. And net driver for a top of true equal Kermua, non coyer Juma, almost drink coffee. Because almost never been on there for more much of money. Me what driver for now for almost that no plan station and the cycle, almost coffee because I say, patrol near 30 a year Juma, Niakano. I was that top patrol for the next day job into coffee at chop money into better care. That is the situation Ghanaians are facing. And no tino, Omana, you busy basa. But yet, the can say, Yano soon function your pet. Na uko ejobi enua na hu ne eba na wo so ansuo na so ansa na hu ne mu dufa na Ghana for 8 years na omoto abama John Dramani Mahama na NDC to aso a anka Ghana ababa e kraba hwesese na dwumadi ade ansa ka ye nyina blocks hospitals Fred say clinics and the road network ye sha sese ye nyina aban bai wato na jajam wagya to a onye ho adwuma na onam no de sofi di aso and they are told the call, and now all go into what we call short cutting spree. Much of Niama Baby, you know, and some if you still region, Kofodia's regional hospital. One more by year, big debba say on by short cutting, and now quite, I don't know you. English, war, and you know, and then a cocoa question. Also, busy trauma center, and Hodom, and one baby home, Bojania Dina, and then I war actually being an inquisition, and then Omudia Trentry. Ewo sasa ito me call a year bi ewo western region a year enchi your road bi a free enchi eko elembele a year nsema hono na ekufu ado eko sesa hemfo western region na ko year de bakase eko farm machines edisi friends loader so edibesi ho betina mu eye short cutting edue kwan no so mai na nanom nyina abo mo nsema Omuyo call ya dating yana machine no yasa de see sa loader now so yasa de call and a plan that why was a government that came through deception and is ruling with deception and no need me Uganda for I was not surprised a famous professor Lumumba I can't say rhetoric you can't say rhetoric na odo wano ka say so odo wano don nwira ebingo or say nia nana Akufo de na no ka ene nia oye no gap no widen by the day at the Chibia or can be for ontimi nya ho adwuma 88 hospital went to me and see after also the agenda 111 if I say catch papa no so for the moderator for no say yeah NDC for yeah can see yeah per hospital yeah near the hospital ba yeah na we regional hospitals yeah so two mra no wa kire see ya two samre no yeah Sunyani regional hospital NDC for the see yeah Cape Coast intervention hospital NDC for the see Wa regional hospital NDC in the sea Bolga regional hospital NDC in the sea Ho regional hospital NDC in the sea Tamale teaching hospital NDC in the upgrade you Bisana na Akufo say oba a hospital ben wasi enti yem pese moderator bi abegya ba bi aka say NDC for obi so ko si hospital ya say yem pe ye na the hospital by rich hospital eno na age nkofo any friends the University of Ghana Medical Center eno na age nkofo nkwa during this COVID period age mama nukra no no so ombie sa hospital na no o yare ya COVID chi no e ho no koda e bi sa no say okohome mi nim ba bi a ye home your hospital hotel sakasi e ho na age mama no anya ba bi asa e University of Ghana Medical Hospital no so okohome but nyame ncha de no sa hospital na no so ombie no hospital, the stone that was rejected became the head cornerstone. And then now East Hospital, and Miana Meye Gapuha, Bochema. You see, Maritime Hospital. And then a year hospital Cassia, Edgy in Nipa Enqua. Into your percent, you are so from California, they don't say. The NDC is not against hospitals.
Okay.
We build hospitals, and we will never speak against the building of hospitals.
Okay.
It's a better if you are not Bono Nasi. Now, I chose the Commissioner. Now, 2024, Wabunkaye, Mamukaya, there's your back.
Let us say the national chairman of the biggest opposition party, and they say, Elder, Anna Ote Nankano. Yadesi, Nanyakupa Yadoma Yatwas, making the Honorable Nana Poku PSCFR Service, the Radio Commander 1. Na technical team no Abba Juma. Sie Kwasi Joshua, the executive producer, Ayapa Kwasi, Mr. Manu, and Afe above K, Justice, and a chief technician. UTV for also at the call live. Yangopo Yadoma, the best answer, Eshiabu. Peace. Love.
Not alright.